Hello, I'm Steve, and you're watching the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. All right, so this drawing here is a customer who requested a placement option for his units that they purchased from us, and I just want to go ahead and show what I would recommend here. So first of all, let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions, and let's get that on here real quick. So overall dimensions, I have post to post 15 foot, 14 foot to the center of the post that's inside here to the post here, and then I have a couple different elevations. I have 9 foot 9 and 11/16 out here on this edge, and then on the back side 9 foot 7 and 13/16. Now those might not be exact, but they should be fairly close. Also, I noticed in their drawing that they provided that they had these joists going across here, and you can see I think I have 11 total, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. And I spaced them out evenly between the 18 foot 7 3/4, and that would give me a clearance or a space between of 1 foot 10 and 15/16 from edge to edge. I have these at I think these are 2x10s, and then we have a 2x8 over here. And you can see here my placement. Based on that information, I was able to place it between here and here, which is roughly 8 foot 2 and 11/16 center to center on heater. And then I'm going to go ahead and just talk about something else just real briefly. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the dimensions. So you can see I have these centered within the space. Now you can move them all the way over to the edge to get a little bit better of a footprint, so that you can move this section here all the way to the right to that 2x10 here, and then this one over here to this 2x10 here, and then punch your hole through there. That might be an option for you, but more importantly is I wanted to talk about how to actually place this unit in here. So we have this 1 hour fire rated drywall placed in here, and then you would box that in with 2x8s at least. You need a minimum of 8 inches of height here, and once you box those in, then you have the unit itself. So let's see if I could just delete that out of the way for a minute. And you can see you have the flush mount frame and then the heater itself. So those are the 3 different items that you're going to be installing in here. Now this flush mount frame can fit on the framing of your boxed out area, and so then also if you're going to do a surface mount, you can drill a hole through the flush mount frame. Now you can see here I have this flush mount frame recessed behind his I guess they're going to be tongue and groove or some sort of wood on the top finish. So I have that recessed behind that. Now it's not going to be level, and that's the big issue that I really wanted to talk about. So if the frame itself is not level, we really want to make sure that the frame and the heater itself is level. And what you could do for if the frame is just off by a slight bit, we want to make sure that the heater itself is level, because what happens is inside of the elements themselves, you might notice here is a nichrome wire that goes across here, and that nichrome wire, as it heats up, it will expand, and as it cools off, it contracts. And as that happens on a per use basis, eventually it's going to go downhill, whichever way that downhill is, and it's going to gather up on one side and then cause a hot spot, which will cause it to burn out very quickly. So you want to make sure that the heater is level. And then also, if you finish it off like I have here, we want to make sure you have a 1/2 inch gap between the holes themselves and any finished wood. True on all sides, 1/2 inch from here to the edge of the wood. And then also you want to make sure that your elevation of your heater is at the minimum of the elevation of the wood, meaning that this being the low side, this has to be at the same elevation as the low side of the wood trim, and then this is going to be even further out because this is the higher side. So In the flush mount frame, there is 4 tabs, one on each side end here and or corner, and you can allow those tabs to droop down a little bit further on one side versus the other to get the heater to be level, as well as allow the heater actually is suspended by gravity on those tabs. So and I should say as well as allow the heater to meet the clearance to the the wood finish up here. It needs to be at the same elevation, the bottom of the heater to the bottom of the wood itself. All right, so that's something that's really important. Then he also mentioned that there was going to be a fan in the center, which I placed here, just a couple of circles, one being a 4-foot and one being a 5-foot diameter circle. So you can see here now with the clearances that with the 4-foot we don't have that issue, and with the 5-foot we do. So maybe moving that over a few inches will give you that clearance that you're looking for if you have a 6-foot fan. And that, again, that's only based on the fact of if my clearances are true, which were, again, if we looked at that, we have that clearance of 1 foot 10 and 15/16. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve Walton. Thank you very much for watching. Please give us a thumbs up. That's the only way that YouTube algorithms work with others, so we appreciate that very much. Have a great day.